What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we just got in a new pair of Tillett B6 carbon fiber seats for the Lotus. We're gonna unbox these, test fit them in the car. It's not quite time to go into the car yet. We're gonna get some custom pads made, and the interior is still taken apart. In the last video we talked about the glove box we're making, the doubled in, and some of the other stuff. So we got a little bit more to do to that. And I do like the seats that we had reupholstered. They're really nice with some of that's fake leather and the velour. But my buddy Greg over at Greg's Race Parts had a set of these in the warehouse that a customer was gonna buy and ended up not buying. So I went ahead and picked them up from him. They're really lightweight, and there are brackets specifically for the Lotus, which makes this a really good solution if you want to do some aftermarket seats in your car. It does come with a set of pads that look nice, but I saw a set from a guy on Lotus Talk a little while ago that has kind of like a Senna design. They're kind of like a puzzle piece. It's really, really cool. So I think we're going to take these tomorrow or the next day to the upholstery shop and see if we could, get us some custom pads made for it. But I'm really excited to open these up and see them in the car. Like I said, we have those unboxed, and they're really, really nice. Extremely lightweight, and the carbon fiber's beautiful. The weave is very consistent on some carbon fiber parts, especially where you have a really tight curve, like the inside of the seat. Even from some really high-end brands, I have seen patchy carbon fiber work, and these are just very, very nice. And they also seem to be maybe a little bit more scratch resistant than some of the other carbon fiber parts that I've used in the past. And so hopefully these don't get too scratched up, especially once we get some pads put on here. You're not going to have a lot of contact points. But even, let's look at the back of these. Even this hard edge, where a lot of the time you're going to see just some unfinished carbon fiber kind of sticking out, or sometimes where it came out of the mold, it's just going to look a little, a little unfinished. This has some paint or something it's already been finished out very nice. And so I'm very impressed with the quality of the seat. It has some really nice hardware that comes with it. This is really nice. It's not painted or anodized black. It looks like it's maybe been powder coated. Very nice. It doesn't look like it's going to scratch either. So it's not like it's been painted and you're going to scratch it and see some aluminum underneath it or something. Also came with quite a few washers and some new hardware. So that's nice. We have the other seat over here. I lied, we didn't unbox them both today. I unboxed this one yesterday. I couldn't wait to check them out. And sitting in them, it's even really, really comfortable without any pads. We were sitting in it earlier. It's really, really tight. I'm a 32-inch waist, 5'10". I fit in the car very, very well. If you were past like a 36-inch waist, I don't think you'd want to get... This is the B6. I think they make a B4. That is not as buckety. There's also a B6 XL model. So if you're a little bit wider waist, I would definitely opt for the XL version. It's already a tight fit in the car. We'll go ahead and set one of these in the car and check out the fitment. So here's the stock Elise seat next to the Tillett B6. As you can see, the B6 is a little bit more of a bucket style compared to the Elise seat. It fits inside the car about the same. I feel like that there's almost the exact same amount of room as the stock seat. We'll get those in there here in a minute and do a comparison. But I did want to sit them side by side. Now I haven't transferred the rails over to this one yet. And I really, really do love the look of our stock seat that we got reupholstered. But since Greg did have a lead on a set of these that were available right now, basically, I went ahead and just pulled the trigger Okay, we're gonna take another look at this hardware. It's very, very nice, and it comes with lots of these washers, spacers, various things, as well as some new seat hardware. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put these brackets onto the seat. Now I went ahead and chose the third hole on the rear and second hole on the front. We're gonna see if that works. Like I said earlier, this is a really, really nice bracket kit. Everything just is machined and very well thought out. And overall, I'm very, very impressed with the quality of everything. So this bracket with all of the different holes and these adjustments, this is actually the passenger side. I thought this was the driver's side. And anyway, I was wrong, but yeah, so this is actually the passenger side seat rail. The little non-adjustable brackets that we looked at earlier actually bolt to the seat, and then the sliders for the driver's side bolt directly to those. So this was really easy to put together. These just bolted right into place. I went ahead and guesstimated that this is about the height that I would want these on the passenger seat, especially with the bubble at the bottom here. So now let's go ahead and throw it in the car and see what it looks like. Shop is really dirty right now. I know I'm not here, but maybe like once a week or maybe twice a month and stuff. So ignore all of that. But we're gonna throw this into the car right now. Looks pretty awesome. Like I said, the bracket's really nice. Brandon's actually physically gonna throw it. So
edit that into the video.
It's in the video. It's in right now. It's already in the video. I might have to adjust the bracket a little bit. I just guessed about where it should go, but let's close the door, see what it looks like. Man, it looks pretty good in the car. It's gonna look a lot better when we get the rest of the car back together though. So Brandon's been adjusting the passenger seat, got the brackets on there, and trying to determine which angle would be the best. But when we first put it in there, we couldn't get the holes to line up, and Brandon messed with it and figured out that these little spacers that came with the seats, you use these to kick out the brackets, because there's a couple different sizes of the seat, and you know the holes on the Lotus can be off a little bit, and so you actually use these little plastic spacers to move the mounts out just to the left or the right just a little bit to get the holes to line up. It feels really, really good in there. We both already sat down in it, and it, even without any pads, it's feeling pretty good. And it has a lot of adjustability too, so if you wanted to be a little bit more back or a little bit more forward, it's not really a problem. It is a very tight fit. I'm not sure, but it kind of makes me assume that the XL version of the seat does not fit in the passenger side because it's already touching the side of the car. But man, it's looking so good. Brandon just brought all of his Plinko chips over here. Okay, so I've been messing with a few random things tonight, so I haven't been quite as attentive as I usually am, but Brandon has been messing around for like probably about an hour. Oh yeah, took the drapes off of the top, so for those of y'all who like that, that's gone. Brandon has the passenger seat in. Looks pretty good. Brandon says he fits really, really well. What's it feel like?
Perfect fit.
Yeah? What are you, about a 34?
Yeah, 34 ways.
Yeah, so I think
Like click into place.
It looks
like literally.
Looks pretty good in there. I think we're starting to get a little too much carbon fiber in the car though. I know not everything's in here right now, but I like carbon fiber, but it looks a little hard when everything is carbon. But we're gonna put some pads on these. Looks like the fitment's pretty good back there. Why don't you get out of there real fast so we can see how much different it is getting out with those deep buckets. Because it's probably 4 inches, 5 inches deeper. You know, the sides are quite a bit higher than those stock seats like we looked at earlier. Feel about the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the suction almost kept me in.
I'm a little thinner, so hopefully it's easy for me to get in and out.
You're also not 6 foot tall.
So those look really, really good in the car. I think I'm going to take them Monday, and we're going to get some pads made. Kind of like McLaren Senna, there's also another guy on Lotus Talk that has been selling some carbon fiber seats for a while. They're more of the Exige style, and he makes these really cool pads. It looks kind of like a puzzle pattern, and so that's what we're gonna. That's what I'm gonna get done to these instead of upholstering the whole thing. I don't want to leave them all carbon fiber. And Tillett does send some decent looking pads that are actually molded to the seat and to the back, but I've really had my my heart set on those cool Senna style pads, and even the thin ones that came with it fit really good, and they feel pretty good in there too. So I'm not too worried about comfort. Even without the pads in there, it feels pretty good. In the next video, we'll probably do an update because we should have the interior all the way knocked out. We might not have that double dim done yet, but we'll have the seats in, we'll have the glove box done, and a couple other things. So anyway, if you just came here to watch the see what the Tillett seats look like and it's your first time here, my name is Tony and this is my buddy Brandon. We work on just random cars and do little vlog style stuff on the Lotus. Sometimes we'll do install videos and stuff like that. So if you're new here, I appreciate you watching. If you've been around for a while, always appreciate you guys, and we'll see y'all next time.